Hello and welcome back to the channel. You join me with this, the Genesis G80 Electrified. This is an all-electric large saloon car, competes with things like your BMW i7 and other electrified large sedans, saloons, depending where you're watching the world. What I do want to mention is I love these kind of like monoblock wheels. I think they look really cool with the diamond cut. Look very kind of like 90s inspired to me. What do you guys think of that? Now up front it does have some Bentley-esque style with the kind of grille up front. We've got the Genesis wings emblem up here. A split headlight design, which is a Genesis hallmark, with that kind of pattern going across at the bottom there and the kind of silver trim piece. Round the rear you can see it's all tapering off and quite smooth and aerodynamic looking. We've got this nice shoulder line in the rear of the C-pillar. I like the split tail light design as well, and you can see the little camera just above there in this piece of trim where it says Genesis and we've got G80. Now, I'll show you the key. That diamond print is continued onto the key fob itself. It says Genesis. On the side is where you're going to see it says hold, park, etc. But this side is where you've got unlock in your boot, so hold it in. Electronic boot opens up. And as you can see, not too bad boot space, enough for obviously overnight bag, umbrella. A little bit of a hump here, I guess because it's electrified, but yeah, not too bad what you'd expect for a saloon vehicle. I like the fact this one hinges are kind of covered in a bit of material there, and we've got little cargo nets at the side. It's not super deep, but a little bit of storage underneath for your tyre inflator kit and things like that. Touch the button and the tailgate closes down again. Now check this out in the rear doors, pull this handle, and it's almost electrified the way it opens. It's got like electric assistance, which is really handy. Like touch it, there we go. I think that's quite a cool feature. Now this one does have the blue interior with the kind of light blue stitching, diamond cross pattern. Got blinds in the back. We do have a nice sound system here, B&O, shades in the rear. And sitting in the back, we've got all these driver controls. You've got your heated seats, you've got your blind control. I love this kind of like forged carbon effect on the centre console here. Lift this up, USB charger. It is lined with the fuzzy stuff. Plenty of knee room, so if you probably wear a chauffeur or something like that, this would be ideal, especially because you can move that seat forward and out the way to the passenger seat. You can go right up and you can have more room for the passenger on this side of the car. Little load through hatch. But the main thing you want to take away is this is ideal for two people back here. It does lift up if you do want to put somebody in the middle, but realistically have that down and enjoy the comfort of what this offers, and you can sit back and luxuriate with the big soft cushy pillows on the rear of the car. Privacy, if you want the blinds up, you can obviously put them down. I like this little neat touch so you can hang your coat or shirt or something there. Little vanity mirror as well. Bit of leather on the grab handle. We've seen that in the DS9 recently. And then this kind of Alcantara suede material, microfiber material, soft touch on top of roof liner here. Now, the floor is relatively flat. Again, being electrified, not too much of a transmission hump. Little air vents and airplane style pockets there to store your items. And you can see you've got very delicate ambient lighting there under the door card. But yeah, overall, quite impressed back here. Genesis have done a good job with the mixture of materials here. Quite a small door bin here, and there's your mechanical door release because that's your electronic button to get in and out of the rear door. So you can touch that, it pops open electronically. How cool is that? Now you join me up front in the cabin. We do have decent headroom, the way it kind of folds back on the roof there. Plenty of shoulder room, knee room, but check out this interior. I love just how blue this is. Like I love a blue interior, or the colour interior in general. The stitching, that kind of forged trim looking like carbon fibre there. The forged carbon fibre in the middle, again, pretty cool. We do have an EV start stop button. The two screens come to life. A big heads up display, got a little eyeball reader there for your detection, all the modern safety stuff. Left hand side you'll have things like your cruise control, which you can change the adapter, your lane departure. Right hand side is where you've got things like your volume control for your radio, your favourites button. Then you have your regen paddles behind the steering wheel. Right hand side, a light that's kind of knurling on the stock for the wipers. I think that's quite cool, same as the lights. They've got this little kind of silvery trim here that's all kind of knurled. It's quite a nice detail in the hand. But yeah, from the passenger side, you're going to appreciate nice big comfortable seats with the kind of diamond stitching which replicates the diamond you see on the car key. And yes, overall pretty nice place to sit up here in the centre. Split folding armrest, which is again always handy if you've got your passenger maybe wanting down, your driver wants to access something. Lined with fuzzy stuff, USB-C in there. A little storage in here, 2 cup holders, a little touchscreen here for your heated and ventilated seats, and then obviously your main screen up there for all your maps and radio, whatever it may be. You can touch these touch capacitor buttons and it controls that there. On the door card we do have your 2-stage memory seating. We've got your window switches, your controls for your heated and with the blind spot on the mirrors. And then the right hand side here's your charge flap, which is quite cool because it's like your where your petrol flap would be. It's got a little charging cable, boot release, electronic parking brake, door bin, not lined with fuzzy stuff, and a big grab handle with kind of like a plastic trim piece in there. But yes, nice blend of materials inside the Genesis G80. Now let's get it out on the road to see what it's like for a test drive. Now let's get this car out on the road to see what it's like for a test drive. Alright, you join me behind the wheel of the Genesis G80. Now let's get this car out on the road for a test drive. Now being electrified, it is quite smooth and surreal and quiet, and it's probably one of the key attributes that you would want from your large luxury saloon or sedan car, because that's kind of what it's all about, and especially rear passenger comfort. You've got all that space back there, big comfortable seats. From the driving perspective, I've got a nice clear heads-up display. Same with these 2 screens up here, which are easy to read, digital, customizable, etc. Now this car is quite large for the English country roads that we're on today, kind of single track style, but we'll crack on for the purpose of the road test today. I'm down near Coventry for this test drive. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Good speed traffic recognition sign popping up there. Yeah, it's a lovely place to sit behind in this car. So it's isolated from the street, nice and well, not too much wind noise coming through. That smooth power delivery. Doesn't feel too heavy as well. The steering feels quite well assisted. And I will say, driving the car, it seems to hide the sheer size of it because it is quite a large vehicle. You know, it's probably in par with something like a Jaguar XJ, something like Mercedes S-Class. Yes, it's a very nice, luxurious ride. Turn-ins, nice and soft and comfortable. It's kind of the car you want just for your daily commute. Do you know, just something that's going to be soft, comfortable, absorb the lumps and bumps. You've got decent tech. You've got your amenities like your heated and ventilated seats. You've got the blinds in the rear. Nice quality materials. Do you know, so it's a nice place to sit and just spend time. And then the B&O sound system won't play anything because of copyright, but it does sound quite good as well. I do like the fact when you indicate, you see the little blind spot camera pop up in the screen here, little circles there, which is quite handy. You can see that pop up, and if you're indicating left or right, it pops up in front of you there. I know other manufacturers have got similar style systems, but not a lot of them, but kudos to Genesis for having that, so it makes your manoeuvring a little bit easier when you're like switching lanes at speed, whatever it may be. You can see that going like left, right. You're looking straight ahead all the time, and the cameras are popping up there. Now we're just going to go over a speed bump here. This will be the first speed bump in this test. I thought, why not take this opportunity to let you hear it and experience it. So car in front's going really slow. So I was at 8 miles per hour over that, and it was not too bad. Said it's not super jarring. There's a 5 Series Touring in front of me. But yes, this is definitely a nice place to spend time and just a nice car overall. So I just want to say special thanks to Genesis UK for loaning this car for today's video, and I will see you all on the other side. Thanks for watching. Ciao.